So first, I think it's really important to emphasize that this is a period where in many countries around the world we're seeing increasing attention being paid to gender inequalities and women's rights. And that in itself is a very important achievement. Issues of, for example, violence against women have gained the kind of headline, become headline news in many countries. So we're really seeing much better articulation of the kind of rights violations that mark many women's lives. So it's good that these issues are being articulated, they're on the public agenda. Of course, having them articulated and mobilizing around them doesn't mean that the problems have been resolved, but an important first step towards solving the problem is to have the issues recognized. And also, I think it's really important to also emphasize some of the achievements that we've seen at the level of social and economic development. In particular, for example, at the level of female education, in many countries we've seen the gender gaps be reduced. And also in some regions, women have in fact surpassed and done even better than men in terms of educational outcomes. Of course, the next big question is how much they're able to translate their achievements in the field of education into good employment of quality, and being able to reduce income gaps that still exist worldwide between women and men. The gender pay gap is one important example of that, which is pervasive around the world, including in many high-income countries. So a lot more needs to be done, but I think it's also good to take stock of the fact that we now have significant achievements in the education field for women and girls, and that many of the issues and rights violations that happen, whether it's at the level of violence or other forms of discrimination, are being recognized, and there are movements and mobilizations around them to address those kinds of issues.